Hi, my name's Simon Jones. I'm at Line 6. I'm the VP of New Market Development, and we're here at InfoComm 2012. We're showing, featuring our StageScape M20d, which is our digital mixer, and very pleased to be doing that. We are, just to give you a sort of a quick tour around it, we've got 12 mic line pre's, 4 extra line inputs. We've got 4 monitor auxiliary outs, a couple of main outs. We've got our Line 6 link out to our digital Line 6 link digital network, some foot switches, USB connectivity, SD card, PC connection. So give you sort of a quick overview here of what's going on. We've got some main function buttons on the left-hand side here, set up, the ability to tweak and record and monitor and perform. We've got some encoders here which control parameters that we can see on our display here. We've got our big master volume, a couple of mute buttons here that we can assign to do various things. But the main focus here is our resistive touchscreen here, where we, rather than have this channel strip after channel strip, we wanted to actually build this visual representation of what your stage looks like and what you are mixing. So keep it really in right brain processing in the creative domain. And I can sort of take you through a very sort of quick demo here of what is exactly going on. Our inputs are sensing, so they sense whether it's a mic input or a line input. We've got essentially, let's say we've got a dynamic mic connected to this. Let's slap it into an input, and then immediately we see on our screen here, we see a dynamic microphone in the middle of our stage view here. And what it's done is actually pulled up the DSP signal processing block, the signal chain, for a nominal dynamic microphone, and on that has applied a preset for a nominal dynamic microphone. So all the things a sound engineer would do when he walked up and he saw there was a dynamic mic on stage, he'd put a high pass filter in it, he'd tweak the EQ a little bit. So that's all been recalled. Then we attach a speaker to our output. We can see there's a visual representation that our speaker's connected. So now we have our master level control. We can set our channel level here for our microphone at Unity, and we can start going. And what we have now is have a nominal setting for a dynamic microphone for speech, for a performance. In the analog world, or then the equivalent would be taking your mixer and all the faders would be 0. All the controls on that channel strip would either be centered, detented, or counterclockwise. So no starting point. So right now we've got this nominal starting point. And then we have the ability to change that preset. We have a lot of icons here. We've got about 200 different presets for various things. We've got the superset here on this, what we call this little carousel, that we can actually change that preset now. Let's say our vocalist is a male vocalist. We can change that preset. Now what we've done is we've modified that nominal dynamic microphone to a male lead, so the preset there tweaks the EQ a little bit. Maybe we're employing a little bit of a de-esser in there as well. We can call that and we can characterize that. We can change the name of that male vocalist there. We can call him Bob. And so now we've got Bob, who's our performer, in the middle of the stage, and he starts performing. But then somebody from the back of the room says, "Hey Bob, we'd like you to be a little clearer. We can't hear you. We get some more clarity." Now a sound engineer would know exactly where to jump into to start tweaking the EQ to increase the articulation and the intelligibility of Bob. But here, what do? We go to the tweak button here, and we call up our quick tweak parameter, which is an XY pad with descriptive terminology around our XY pad, that we just put our finger on our button here, and we move towards the word clarity and use the best tools that engineers, and we all have alike, our ears, and it becomes clearer. There's a couple of other DSP blocks here for this particular vocal preset. There's a de-esser and a compressor here. Just really sort of simplifying, getting a quick result without having to really understand how to translate clarity into parameter adjustments on a channel strip. Now, however, if we've got the time to do that, then we have a deep tweak mode here as well, which pulls up and exposes all the digital signal processing blocks in that channel strip. We have the input section here where we've got a polarity inversion, We've got a gate, we've got a de-esser block, dynamic EQ, processing. You know, essentially you build a visual representation of your stage. I'm just sort of building a quick drum kit here. Where's my hi-hat gone? There we go, as a drum kit. Let's pull up a bass. Oh, that'll be good for now. So it's a very sort of lean act. So we got vocals, bass, and a drum kit. So each of those have called up their own digital signal processing chain. Each of those that we can tweak autonomously, and you know, there we go. Get going. We can make a little drum group here if we want. We can go blip, blip, blip. And we're going to call that drum. Okay. And so all of a sudden now we've got a drum group. So we've got that. It's quite convenient. Another complex thing to do is setting a monitor mix. So if I've just plugged something into the monitor output here, so I've got a monitor in my stage view. I'm going to pull another monitor here onto the stage. Stop me if I'm going too long, because I could keep on talking for a long time about this. So we've got a couple of monitors now. So all I do is actually turn Bob up, and you can see the little laser beams there, indicating that I'm sending Bob to that. Maybe we can send a little I don't know, snare drum to that as well. Very straightforward. And then there is a deep tweak level of doing that. We can also do monitor mixing in a slightly different way as well. We go into tweak, deep tweak, and we see one of the blocks right here. We can see a little monitor matrix here. We can link that to pre or post monitor. We can actually tweak our monitors as well, so we can tweak the actual EQ of the output for the monitor. Similar sort of thing, DSP blocks. Another major feature is recording. There's an internal 20-second memory for 16 of the channels, so we can do this quick capture, maybe of a sound check. The band can go away, and you can loop that, and you can tweak that. We also can record to an SD card, USB hard drive, or stream to computer, and that will be 18 channels plus the stereo bus, 24-bit 48K. So you know, do a hard dump of the recording to use that later. That's a sort of a whirlwind tour of StageScape M20d. A lot more information out there. Hit line6.com if you want to find out a little bit more.